trusting Him when you cannot see the tomorrow. And when everything you... Those who are involved in vocational Christian service must be alert to three special temptations: carelessness, cynicism, and corruption.
Do you know what it says in Proverbs 16:32? Whoever is slow to anger is better than the mighty. Somebody thought that through a lot before they wrote it down. Whoever is slow to anger is better than the mighty. Not only that, but somehow God put that in front of me today. I needed to hear that. I need to learn to live it. What a great life it is. Not just having to blunder through, but having the God who created everything tutoring me personally like this through His Word. I am truly blessed. I still get angry. I still got a lot of things to work on. But I got hope that means something. That's a great thing. This is a beautiful view. A beautiful drive along the Columbia River. That's not actually Washington State over there. That's actually, we're looking from Oregon, obviously, but that's actually an island in the middle of the Columbia River. Look at the sun shining on the trees over there on this cloudy day. God's just winking at me. Look at it. Praise God. I love you, God. Thank you for noticing me today. I don't care how silly that sounds on YouTube. It feels wonderful to have a God who loves you. Houseboats. Beautiful cloudy day. I am in the midst of a joyous time in my life. I got a lot of stuff I could be worrying about. But God has given me the ability to experience joy in the midst of it. It's wonderful. Yeah, I'll pay my taxes some other time. Right now I'm driving by the river. Those credit card debts will still be there when I get some money. When I win the lottery. Is somebody running? It's a girl running in a full dress. She must have had a flat tire or something. She's talking on the phone and running down Marine Drive. There's probably a good story behind that, huh? If you live down there, invite me over for a boat ride sometime. Just leave me a message in the YouTube comments that you want to take me out on your sailboat. I'll ask you some questions about whether you're a serial killer or, you know, stuff like that. I used to ride my bike out here to Blue Lake Park and back from about Powell and I-205. That was fun. About a 25-mile round trip. Whee! If you're watching this video on YouTube, I bet you wish you were me right now. Getting to drive the company van on company time on the Columbia River, watching Camas stink up the whole river with their smoke from paper making. Oh, that's not nice. If you're from Camas, move. It stinks over there. Now I'm going to go over here to one of our customers. A lady called me up this morning and said, my little HP multifunction thingamajigger is making a big line across everything we scan. So rather than tell her to wipe the booger off the scan glass and leave me alone, I wrote her up a service call, and I'm going to go out here and charge her $85 to wipe the booger off her scan glass. Yeah, I feel kind of bad about that in a way, but some jobs are easier than others. I mean, some service calls. They're not all in my favor. I just finished one with a bent frame on a color laserjet printer that I had to actually change out the whole frame of the printer, basically. Luckily, I had a scrap printer that I could fix it with at work. They must have dropped it off the truck or something. It just wouldn't make copies because it was all goofed up. It took me hours and hours. I probably spent 6 hours working on that thing all together. Another hour carting it back and forth to the customer. So, and we didn't charge them for most of those hours, so it all averages out. You know, it's not like we're just jabbing people in the head to get their money or something, you know. It all works out one way or to the other. Okay, here we are. Time for me to go to work now. So you go do something else, and I'll make another video later, and you can come back and watch some more. Tell you what, look at that. This says reserved on it. They reserved this parking place just for me. Isn't that sweet? Cool, huh? This is an airport. It's a little one. Troutdale, Oregon Airport. I have often come out here in this area and seen little planes and lots of helicopters flying up and down out of here. There's a little plane up there, but you can't see it with your eyes. My eyes are better than these cameras. Camera made by Cisco. Eyes made by God. Just no comparison. Well, look at that. There's a boat right up there in the air. Yeah? I can't explain that. Can you? There's some tractors up there in the dung heap. Kind of hard to see, but that's where they are. That looked like a big old compost pit or something, except for it was more of a pile than a pit. There's that pile of rocks again. I knew that was here. There's a bunch of them. So, trees. They look pretty. There's got to be a little park down there or something. Hey, look at there. There's Staples and Quill all in the same building. Look at that. We should put our sign up there too and just join those guys and be in the same building. That'd be good. Or not. I don't care. Houseboats. Would you like to live in a houseboat? Look at the beautiful river. It's beautiful out here too. There's that island again. The island ends kind of up there where those trees stop in the middle of the river, and then this river looks twice as wide. It's a big river. It's a lot of water to make a river that big. God said that the woman is supposed to submit to the husband, the wife is to submit to her husband, but at the same time, the man is supposed to love the wife as Christ loved the church. And you know, Christ died for his bride, the church. Which is the greater sacrifice, submission or death, you know? I think the husband has the greater obligation there. Here's a bridge over the Columbia River. See, now it's quieter now because there's no... Oh, wait a minute, no, the island's still there, isn't it? Yeah, it is, because the bridge touches bases on the island too. It goes on for the other half of the bridge is on the other side of the island. Look at that, there's another little peak of sunlight coming through on the island over there. Is God winking at me again? Thanks. Cloudy sky with a little blue once in a while. Here comes a guy on a bike. Look at that. He got rigged up for reindeer. See the bright spot over there on the island? Is that the same spot it was in when we were coming over here? No, because we went up to 122nd and turned on. We're already past that now. There's an airplane up there. Airport's right there. See the tower? Runway. One up. Columbia River. Right spot. It's beautiful. Beautiful day. There goes one taking off. Continental. Look at that. There's a tugboat pushing a barge or something out there too. Yeah. Little stink boat. Ready, cool. There goes another Continental airplane. Look at that. Those planes are big, man. Look at that big old United plane out there. You see that? I could jump over one of them things. They're pretty tall. He's going to turn around there and take off too in a few minutes now. This has been kind of fun. I don't know what kind of a vlog it is, but the funny thing is, if you do enough editing, you can almost always find, you know, 3 or 4 seconds of really quality video. Blah, 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 blah. My feet are just sitting there on the floor, you know. I'm just goofing off. I don't know what that is. Look at that thing. Some kind of giant truck, sleeper, van, mover. I don't know what that is. Okay. She's just telling me how to get to where I'm going over here. There, look at all that stuff. How would you like to live in one of them? Probably overlooking the houseboats. What do you think? Condos. Now we're on the I-5 bridge going across the Columbia River. So you can see back there where we were a while ago if you look close. Lots of water in a river that big. Transistors in a GPS that noisy. When's the last time you prayed? You prayed lately? There's a round building. $25 miles an hour. 25 miles an hour. That's not the same guy back there, is it? No, that's a different impatient person. Traffic revision ahead. Look at that. Okay, here's that place where a lady from my church works. See? I don't see her outside taking a smoke break, so I'll figure she's still a good Christian. Look at that purple colored hair on that little kid there. Halloween's been over for a couple of days. I guess some of that stuff's harder to wash out than others. There's the academy. what that means.